Hello everyone, welcome to Celebrity Juice, where we bring you all your favorite celebrities' life and fresh. After being married to Justin Bieber for 4 years, you would think that any woman would be in pure bliss. Before I continue, please make sure you click on the subscription button for more videos of your favorite celebrities. Though there are still ups and downs, Hailey Bieber got real about her marriage to the Biebs in an upcoming feature for Harper's Bazaar. The 25-year-old model told the publication, "You have to figure out how to deal with this as it comes, you know? There's a reason they say for better or for worse. Like, that's for real." Hailey dove into the strain caused by a series of unfortunate health issues that the couple endured this year. In March, Hailey was hospitalized for having stroke-like symptoms caused by a blood clot in her brain. At the time of the terrifying situation, a source told People that Justin can barely sleep. He stays up watching her while she rests. In June, the pop star was diagnosed with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, which caused the right side of his face to be paralyzed, forcing him to put his Justice tour on hold as he recovered. Less than 2 months after taking a break for treatment, Bieber was back to performing again at the Lucca Festival in Italy. Through it all, Hailey said that Justin is the person she wants to be rushing back to at the end of a long day. "I might fly somewhere and go do a job, but I can't wait to come back and hang out. And I feel like that's because of the effort that's been put in on both sides," she told the magazine. "At the end of the day, he's my best friend, but it still does take a lot of work to make it work. And then I know eventually, when kids come in the picture, that's going to be a whole other season of navigating how to make that work." Speaking with Harper's Bazaar for the September 2022 cover story, the supermodel revealed what life is like with husband Justin Bieber and how the boundaries of their relationship have already been tested. 4 years in. I just think life is changing all the time, she says. Day to day, week to week, year to year. I think a perfect example of that is over the last 6 months, both of us have gone through very serious health issues. You have to figure out how to deal with this shit as it comes, you know? There's a reason they say for better or for worse. Like, that's for real. This year, both Hailey and Justin were rushed to the hospital with serious health scares. The model underwent heart surgery after suffering from a stroke-like condition caused by a blood clot in her brain. And the Peaches singer had his face partially paralyzed due to Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. "He's still the person that I want to be rushing back to," Hailey says. "I might fly somewhere and go do a job, but I can't wait to come back and hang out. And I feel like that's because of the effort that's been put in on both sides." Hailey and Justin are longtime friends and dated on and off for years, not getting too serious until June 2018. Just 1 month into their rekindled romance, the singer proposed. That fall, the two married in an intimate ceremony attended only by close friends and family, and 1 year later, in September 2019, they held a lavish wedding bash to celebrate their nuptials. Both have since spoken openly of their relationship, with Justin saying in his documentary Justin Bieber, Our World that he's ready to welcome kids with Hailey. "At the end of the day, he's my best friend, but it still does take a lot of work to make it work," Hailey tells Bazaar of Justin. "And then I know eventually, when kids come in the picture, that's going to be a whole other season of navigating how to make that work." Justin has insinuated that his sex life with his wife is going really well. During an intimate 2020 performance in London, one fan asked the singer what he does on a regular day. According to the news, he responded, "It just depends on who I'm with. When I'm with my wife, we like to. You guys can guess what we do. It gets pretty crazy, that's pretty much all we do." He added, "We like to watch movies, we like to Netflix and chill, but we definitely do more of the chilling." The term Netflix and chill is popularly a phrase that means hooking up or having sex. Shortly after they tied the knot, Hailey and Justin did an interview with Vogue in February 2019, which mentioned that the two have met with a marriage counselor. Hailey told the publication, "It was hard because everybody from the outside was being super mean and judgmental, saying he looked like he was on drugs, saying how unhealthy he looked. He was not healthy, and we didn't know why," she said. She said that Justin is healthy now, but they were forced to deal with the in sickness and in health part of their wedding vows right away. "We went straight into figuring out the hard stuff," she said. "Because you never know what can happen with someone's health. When you don't know what's happening, it's really scary. And then you have the opinions of everybody from the outside, and it just sucks. Over the past 6 months, both Hailey and Justin have had health complications, a blood clot to the brain and a Ramsay-Hunt syndrome diagnosis, respectively. But Hailey told Harper's Bazaar this month that it's an example of how they take things day by day in their relationship. "Hailey's very logical and structured, which I need," he said. "I've always wanted security, with my dad being gone sometimes when I was a kid, with being on the road. With the lifestyle I live, everything is so uncertain. I need one thing that's certain. And that is my baby boo." In an effort to prioritize their relationship over their hectic schedules, Hailey and Justin have a few house rules. In the 2020 interview with Elle, Hailey said, "We have a rule, no phones in bed unless it's absolutely necessary." Justin and Hailey were longtime friends before they reportedly started dating in 2016. But they seemingly had a falling out that year and their relationship fizzled. They didn't reconnect until 2018. In that same 2020 interview with Elle, Hailey said that she was impressed with Justin's growth when they got back together. "Obviously, it took work and getting past things between the two of us, but it was all very worth it. He's an incredible, amazing man and such a good partner to go through life with," she said. "There is no one else I would have ever wanted to spend my life with except him. So I'm lucky." In an interview with Zane Lowe on Apple Music's Beats One station in February 2020, Justin said, "I'm freaking married now, and I got the best wife in the world. She supports me through so much. I'm really honored to be her husband." Justin and Hailey have often spoken about how marriage is not as perfect as it sometimes seems online. In the 2019 interview with Vogue, Hailey talked about their attempts to build a healthy relationship. "We're coming from a really genuine place. But we're two young people who are learning as we go. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say it's all a magical fantasy. It's always going to be hard," she said. "It's a choice. You don't feel it every single day. You don't wake up every day saying, 'I'm absolutely so in love, and you are perfect.' That's not what being married is." She said there's still something beautiful about being married, though, and that she and Justin are committed to supporting one another and growing as a couple. "At the end of the day too, he's my best friend. I never get sick of him," she added. In an Instagram post from August 2019, Justin wrote, "I fall more in love with you every single day. You are the greatest thing that has ever happened to me. I would be lost without you." In a September 2019 interview with Vogue Australia, Hailey was asked about a previous comment in which she said marriage is really effing hard. She explained that she said that when she and Justin were first married, adding that marriage is always going to be hard and require work. "Specifically, I said that when there were a lot of new things. I had never lived with someone before. I never had to cohabit with somebody in that way, so I was learning how to share space with someone for the first time. We were trying to bend in each other's direction and learn what was comfortable," she told the publication. She added, "Now it's easier because we've found a rhythm. We have more fun together, which is what should happen when you spend more time with someone you love." If you follow Justin and Hailey on Instagram, you'll probably notice a few flirty exchanges. In December 2019, Justin shared a video of himself playing hockey on his Instagram with the caption, "Like my wife always says. I got good hands." Hailey was quick to back this up, commenting on the picture, "Fact. During a March 2020 appearance on The Ellen Show, Justin played the game Burning Questions and was asked how many kids he wants to have with Hailey. He responded, "I think it's up to Hailey because it's her body." Later, during a December 2020 appearance on the talk show, he repeated this sentiment, saying, "I am going to have as many as Hailey is wishing to push out. It's her body and whatever she wants to do." He also added that Hailey still has some things she wants to accomplish as a woman, so she's not ready to have kids yet. But he's okay with that. In a February cover story with the Wall Street Journal, Hailey said she's not ready to have kids yet. "I think ideally in the next years we would try," she said. "But there's a reason they call it try, right? You don't know how long that process is ever going to take. Definitely no kids this year. That would be a little bit hectic, I think." In May 2020, Justin And Hailey released the first episode of their Facebook Watch series, The Biebers on Watch. On the episode Lake Day, both Justin and Hailey talked about the most rewarding parts about marriage. "We've had to work hard on our relationship, but I think that pays off in a way where you just become so connected to each other and so close and so just solid with each other," Hailey said. "And I mean, obviously, you're my best friend." Justin responded, saying, "I think the security marriage gives you is that you make a covenant before God to love that person for better or for worse, in sickness and in health. Which is something that you've done amazing for me. You were there when I was really struggling," the singer told Hailey. In an October 2020 feature with Vogue Italia, Hailey said she used to avoid kissing Justin in public at the start of their relationship. "For a long time, I couldn't do it. I didn't kiss him in public. I didn't like the idea of people watching us at certain moments," she told the publication. She said it was difficult to be in a relationship under the eyes of all, but that constantly trying to avoid PDA eventually got exhausting. "The fact is, we love each other," she said. And there is really nothing to hide. In November 2020, Justin took to Instagram to wish his wife a happy birthday and shed light on their sweet relationship. Part of the caption read, "I am home wherever you are. You are my safe place. I am completely and utterly obsessed with who you are. My biggest dream is growing old with you. I can't believe you are mine forever." In a 2021 feature with Billboard, Justin opened up about how Hailey has taught him to be more invested in his career. "One thing that has been so helpful is my wife is so by the book," he said. "She's so structured and routine and so responsible." He added that her structure inspired him to be more involved in his own contracts and to realize that "I either take responsibility for this or else I'm not going to be able to sustain a certain lifestyle that I want." On International Women's Day in 2021, Justin posted a photo on Instagram celebrating his wife and all women. Part of the caption read, "I am learning every day beside my wife as I see all of the struggles she faces that I will never have to face. I am committed to being better and more aware of the struggles women face that men never will." In a 2021 interview with Elle, Hailey spoke about what it was like to get married in her early 20s. "I mean, I was married when I was 21, 2 months before I turned 22, which is insanely young. And sounds almost ridiculous when you say it out loud," she said. "Although I do think for somebody like me and somebody like Justin, it's different. We've seen a lot for our age. We have both lived enough life to know that's what we wanted." She added that she and Justin were friends for a really long time before there was anything romantic. But they discussed shared visions for their futures, including marrying and starting a family young, before they even knew they wanted to start a relationship. In her February WSJ cover story, Hailey said her and Justin's married life is as normal as any other couple's. "Behind closed doors, we're two really normal people that just have not normal lifestyles and careers," she said. "I think given the magnitude of Justin's career, he's a very normal person, and I don't think that always happens." Please don't forget to click on the subscription button and turn on your notification for more videos. Thanks for watching.